So I'm out on the streets of Lagos interviewing people about their experiences with investment scams. Let's see what they have to say. Have you fallen victim to any kind of investment scam?
Sure.
No, I have not.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Okay.
I was sent so many times, but they could not get me.
No, I'm not.
So I'm already for Facebook.
They have scammed my mom before.
This is Lagos, Nigeria's commercial nerve center and home to over 20 million people. Lagos makes Nigeria tick, and great things happen in Nigeria. And like in every country around the world, sometimes not so great things. I decided to hop on the streets of Lagos to ask people a simple question. Have you fallen for an investment scam? I went to markets, bus parks, street corners, high streets, city centers, and of course, the famous Broad Street, Marina, TBS, and Obalende. I met all sorts of people, literate and illiterate. I met English and non-English speakers, and both white-collar and blue-collar professionals. So after roaming the streets of Lagos for 40 days, I got to talk to about 500 people about their experiences with investment scams. But before we go into anything in a bit of detail, let's take in this data. In the Global State of Scam Report 2024, scammers siphoned $1.03 trillion globally in 2023 alone. According to the Federal Trade Commission, Americans lost $158 billion to scams and fraud in 2024. And that's roughly $300,476 per minute. In 2020, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center reported $2.5 billion worth of losses tied to cyber crimes originating from Nigeria. However, in this video, we'll be focusing on a particular scam segment, investment scams. According to data by Global Anti-Scam Alliance, Nigeria holds the record for investment scams in Africa. It is said that Nigerians lost about $1 billion to investment scams in the last 10 years. This year, that figure is set to triple, as the perpetrator of Afrique Arbitrage Systems, Jessa Michael, is in the net for allegations of defrauding 50,000 people from 127 countries of $1.6 billion. In just 1 month, January of 2023 alone. Also, anonymously led platform CBEX defrauding Nigerians of close to $1 billion between July 2024 and April 2025. You can watch a detailed video of that scam in the link above. So let's get into the details of the interviews and reveal the 21 shocking truths you need to know in order to keep your hard-earned capital safe from investment scammers. I interviewed roughly 500 people. 10% confessed to have fallen for one form of investment scam or the other. So that's roughly 50 people. Somehow, I feel that this number could have been more because a lot of people do not want to disclose the fact that they had fallen for one kind of investment scam or money doubling scheme. But basically, the data showed that about 10% of the people interviewed had fallen for one form of scam or the other. A few were willing to share their experiences on camera, while most were not. Some didn't even want to go near the memories of the very painful experiences of investment scam, much less talking about them. That goes to say that some people wanted to share their experiences off camera, while some wanted their faces completely blurred. The bold ones didn't care and gave permission for their faces to be shown on camera. So whatever way they chose to share their story, I want to thank each and every one of them for taking out time to share their experiences with investment scams. So let's get into the 21 shocking things that I discovered and that you need to know in order to keep your hard-earned cash safe. Number 1, falling for investment scams had no educational barrier. These people range from the educated to the uneducated. I'm talking doctors, lawyers, engineers, professors, realtors, government workers, military and paramilitary officials, entrepreneurs, to security guards, tailors, artisans, traders, craftsmen, etc. Number two, the success of one person in an investment scam can draw in 100 other people who will lose money to that scam.
When they have few members, they will pretend like they are real. They will pay you. And when they have like 500 members, 1,000 members, they collect that money at once and they move.
A trader told me how he invested 3,000 naira in a scam and immediately he was sent 5,000 naira. And happily, he announced it all over the market, telling all his fellow traders that, guys, I just made this money. It was an innocent tale so that every other person can actually make money. But guess what? In 1 hour, the investment scammers had wiped out the entire market of millions of naira. Why? Because somebody's success lured others and they got slaughtered. He was devastated because he literally led over 50 people to get robbed in less than an hour just because of a profit of 2,000 naira. Number three, investment scammers will always pay the first investors. And they do this to achieve two things. One, they create an illusion of real return on investments to allow the person who received that profit, who received that benefit, to go and spread the word to bring in more people that they actually want to slaughter. Number two, they know that the first investors that they paid will be so excited that most times they will double their money, double what they got, borrow some more money, add to what they have, and come back to actually make a killing. So how many times do you turn that money over before the thing comes?
I turned it about 3-4 times.
Wow. So for the investment scammers, this is actually a win-win. Paying the first investors doesn't really matter because those first investors most likely are going to come back for more. And then the scammers hit big time. So I looked at investment scams and I noticed that a lot of people that fell had actually been given their payouts. But guess what? They came back for more. Have you been in that boat? If you've been in that boat, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so let's move ahead. Number four, the top 2 contact points for people who fell for investment scams were family and friends and social media. So a lot of people invested into investment scams because a family member, a friend, or a colleague had told them that they had invested into the scheme and they had received returns. Then those who were scammed through social media platforms were either reached out to directly by the scammers or they saw a form of advertisement that lured them to reach out to the scammer. But basically, family and friends and social media are the top 2 contact points where investment scammers utilize to actually rob people of their cash. Number 5, about 70% of the people that fell for investment scams were introduced to these schemes by a family member or a friend.
Due to a friend of mine telling me that I have to invest, that people are investing. If you invest 100,000, you get 200,000. If you invest 500,000, you get 1 million.
Investment scammers are aware that the first people you share some form of success with are the people that are close to you. So they use their potential victims to help them scam their family members. So for example, if you fell for a scam like MMM, you know what I'm talking about. People that were close to you, your family members and your friends, literally drew you into MMM because there was an incentive for them, and also they probably wanted you to benefit. By proxy, your family member helped the scammer to get you scammed. Number 6, social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are the bread and butter parlors for investment scammers. Basically, they own the stuff and they play it like it's their sport. They sell all kinds of ridiculous money doubling schemes. And they use social media influencers to actually drive up publicity for these investment scams before they finally hit their victims. So these influencers basically have large followings. And by them endorsing those money doubling schemes or investment scams that have been, in quote, tagged as investment, these influencers are able to coerce their followers to invest in the scheme, and after that, their followers get hammered. Number 7, of all the platforms mentioned, Facebook happened to be the biggest platform where investment scammers actually thrive. Facebook users, at least in Nigeria, have been known to fall the hardest for investment scams. Scams such as Overyosa, MBA Forex, MMM, Chimark, etc. were very popular on Facebook, and a lot of Facebook users that saw some of those scam investments actually put in their money and they lost out big time. Why? It is the perfect place for scammers to find out about your full background, such as your origin, place of birth, where you live, where you work, the schools that you attended, your family members and your friends. They can get to see all of that very easily. And that's because Facebook is a family and a friend community, making our information on Facebook perfect for personality profiling.
For Facebook, so there's one of my brother. The brother, she know me from village, but me I don't know him. So as you don't know me, you can't call me. I know you very well now. You are a daughter of father of so person. I say right, yes, this person know me well. So you can't tell me say my sister, you get one of program where we are doing for here. So when you are going to pay 5,000 naira, you are going to collect 20,000 naira.
Then, after meeting people on Facebook and talking about the investments, they lure them to chat applications like WhatsApp and Telegram and begin to show them all kinds of videos of people that made money while investing in their projects. And people are excited to see these testimonials and believe that they too can make money from this investment. So they draw these people to WhatsApp and Telegram to what? To do them damage. And if you give them your money, it's goodbye. Number 8, investment scammers also target small money investments. They do this so that it doesn't look suspicious.
I tell him that I have only got 1,000 to do. So he said I should send the 1,000. After I send the 1,000, so the guy disappeared.
Anybody can part with something little, something as small as 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. You know, they just want something from you. And you may be going like, oh, but it's just 1,000 naira. If I part with this money, what is it going to cost me? Oh, it's just 10,000 naira. Oh, is it not just 20,000 naira? Investment scammers don't just target people with millions of naira or millions of dollars. They also go for people that have little money. Their goal is to get as much money from as many people as possible, so they do not care what the size is. Number 9, people lost all sizes of money, from 1,000 naira to as much as millions of naira.
I invested 1 million.
This goes to say that investment scammers are not only targeting the rich, they target poor people also. They don't care if they get your last cash. All they need is your money. And the number 1 tool that they use is psychology. So if they can buy into your mind, you bet that your money is what? Toast. Number 10, they use upsells and promos to generate more money from their victims. The moment an investor drops a little amount, they believe that they have opened the door to your gullibility.
Now say I should deposited 15,000 into 3 places. I say no, I can't do it. This is a scam. Give me the one that I've deposited already. He said no.
And they will keep asking you to invest to get larger returns in different other promos. So, because you've invested once, and you've invested twice, and you've invested thrice, and maybe the 4th time, you don't want to believe that you are getting scammed. You just believe that, no, I won't have put in so much money to be scammed. These guys have got to be legit. So you see, they keep giving you these offers and sometimes even give investors back their monies, to show that they are actually investing while they are actually not. The goal is to take as much money from an investor as possible. This is called the sunk cost fallacy. You are on a psychological cliff and you are saying, no, this has to be real. This cannot be fake. Something is telling you at the other end of your mind that, come on, you are getting scammed, you are getting hammered, you are getting slaughtered. But the other end of your mind, you are saying, no, it can't be. I've sunk so much money into this, it cannot be fake. It's real. It's real. They're going to give me my money. This is real. And you are still going like, let me put more money into this. I'm going to get back my money. You will do it until you get wrecked. So that is the psychological tirade that investment scammers can actually put their victims through by offering them promos and upsells through their investment schemes. Number 11, celebrities and social media influencers with large follower base have led a lot of their followers to fall victim for investment scams because they endorse them. Some even mention that prominent skit makers ask them to give them money for charitable causes. Some of the celebrities and influencers that actually endorsed the investment schemes go mute after the scheme has gone under. You try to chat them up and there is no response whatsoever. Number 12, about 20% of the people who fell for investment scams actually knew that they could lose their money. It's shocking, but it's true. They actually knew that they could lose their money. But guess what? They chose to invest. Some of them said they knew that the model was a Ponzi scheme, but they put their monies anyway because they were one of the first people investing into the scheme. All they hoped was that it didn't crash on them. Okay, so probably let me just put my money and take my profit. Let it not crash on me. It can crash on the people coming behind me or maybe the people that I've actually invited. Well, that's a terrible way to look at investments. If you do not know how to invest, click on the subscribe button of this channel and learn how to invest properly using data. Data is the trail that you follow before you make any investment, except you do not see your money, your hard-earned cash, as valuable to you. Then you can invest any way that you choose. Number 13, religion has become a useful tool for the perpetration of investment scams. You would not believe how many religious organizations give platforms to investment scammers to promote all kinds of ludicrous investment opportunities to the members of, their communities. Some persons who are religious leaders, meaning they have people that respect them and follow them because of their perceived spiritual advantages, have actually led people to lose a lot of money investing in phony schemes and scams. And whether you like it or not, some of these people have actually created those phony schemes and scams. I mean, some of these religious people. Phony schemes and scams that have caused their own members of their flock to actually lose money. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Number 14, about 60% of people who fall for investment scams actually lose their life savings to these scams. This is because they have one goal: hit it big fast. If I put this money, I can buy that car. If I put this money, I can buy that house. If I can put this money, my life will change. If I can put 10,000 naira and get 1 million naira, my life is going to change suddenly. So what do? They give their all. Number 15, some people actually made money from the investment scams that they fell for. Well, a lady called Funke, who is a roadside clothes trader, actually said she made money off of MMM, a platform which about 3 million Nigerians lost billions of naira to. So these kinds of persons, they actually perceive that these investments can actually fail. So what do? They are fast, they are smart, they put in their monies get doubled, but they don't come back. They don't come back because they probably know that the scheme will crash, so they don't come back. 16, December is the biggest season for money doublers and investment scammers. They take advantage of people's need for money during the Yuletide season. So because people are looking for money to celebrate Christmas, go for holidays, maybe even show off, it's an opportunity for investment scammers to sell ludicrous opportunities to people, and a lot of people get to fall in December. So be on the lookout. Number 17, a lot of the people who fell for investment scams invested because of an urgent need, or for most especially business capital. So one person needed more money to fund his wedding and invested his capital, but it ended up being a scam, and the money that he had for the wedding was actually gone. Another person had about 50 million naira to build a shopping complex. But guess what? He invested that money into an investment scam. The goal was to maybe double or triple the money, but the money is gone and the person is actually stranded. He cannot go ahead with his project. So basically, there's nothing wrong with trying to think about how you are going to get money for that need that you are trying to attend to. But the basic thing is for us to be watchful of the avenues we are trying to engage to actually get the money to solve those urgent needs. Number 18, investors did not feel that they were bespelled or enchanted to invest. A lot of them claim to have known what they were doing. They didn't feel like they were coerced. They felt that they were very clear about going into the investments. Number 19, investment scammers can actually use the faces of celebrities to actually perpetrate their investment scams. So I got to hear a few of the stories during the interviews. So then, did the celebrities actually go out of their way to scam people, or were they impersonated by people trying to be them in order to reach out to their fan base to take advantage of them? So at times, all of this may seem so weird, confusing, and shocking. But when you consider the fact that the police caught this fraudster, Patrick Akpogbuma, who was impersonating two foreigners, an American colonel and a stockbroking and crypto expert. He actually created fake silicone faces and hand masks to carry out his fraud using these guys. So then, when you think about things like that, you find out that there's actually nothing that is impossible when an investment scammer wants to go out of their way to actually defraud people of their cash.
Time like that, one guy use untouchable face chatting me on Facebook. From Facebook, he say he want to chat me on WhatsApp.
Number 20, of the people interviewed, no one talked to an investment professional about the investment they were about to get into. So none of these people interviewed tried to get a professional opinion about the investment opportunity they were getting themselves into. Is that crazy? But it's real. But then it's the same thing with our finances. If our finances are very valuable to us, we'll think about it. Okay, before I make this investment, who do I get to talk to? Who are the people I'm investing my monies with? 100% of the people did not seek the opinion of an investment professional, a fund manager, or financial analyst or advisor to actually brief them on whatever investment that they fell victim to. Number 21, investment scams were diverse. They range from crypto scams, real estate scams, forex scams, money doubling schemes without even understanding how their monies were going to be doubled, to sport betting, where victims are promised guaranteed returns, to lottery giveaways, to affiliate marketing scams where you are asked to pay an expensive fee and you keep being upsold to, and you never actually get any returns from everything that you have done, because somehow these scammers will tend to give you an impossible task before you can actually get your money out. That task may be you have to bring 30 people for you to get out your money, or they keep coming up with ludicrous things that wane your energy, frustrate you until you give up asking for the money that you were supposed to make from the investment or the business. So those are the 21 shocking truths I learned by interviewing about 500 persons about their experiences with investment scams. So far, what has the aftermath been for the victims? While some people have been able to recover and actually move on, some others have not been able to recover their losses. They even asked me, why are you doing this interview? Are you trying to get us back our money? That's to show how bad things are with them. So basically, these are some of the high costs of investment scams: loss of life savings, emotional damage, destruction of relationships, loss of trust, destruction of the morale to invest, sometimes even loss of lives. Overall, scammers deployed really ludicrous marketing tactics to get investors to part with their funds, with the most popular being the family and friends tactics. This is because family and friend marketing will keep investors in a limbo. You know, you don't want to take your brother or your sister or your father or your mother or your child to the police station, right? Because of what the investment cost you. So you are in a limbo. So it makes it the best strategy for investment scammers to actually strike. So I asked all these people one question: have you fallen for an investment scam? I'm asking you, will you ever fall for an investment scam? Hopefully that answer is no. And to ensure that no is permanent, follow me. I'm Coco Ombu, and with this channel, we track investing data to ensure that we invest properly and not lose our money to fake investments, fake investment gurus, fake investment platforms. No, we learn how to invest the right way by tracking data of the best investment opportunities and learning how to ask the right questions and the best questions that will give you return on investments that are actually real, reliable, and sustainable. So if you enjoyed watching this video and you learned a lot from it, please give us a like, share the video with your family members and your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Until our next video, see you soon.